Hey everybody, welcome to Life is Too Short. Family Guy is a well-known American sitcom that first aired back in the year 1999, and you have most probably watched this show. The show, which is created by Seth MacFarlane, has exploded into one of the biggest television animated sitcoms in the world. You might think of this show as dumb, animated humor that only provides comedy. It has also proved to be able to predict the future. Yes, it sounds ridiculous, but this had happened multiple times when Family Guy predicted the future. From Bruce Jenner's sex change to Paul Walker's death, this American sitcom has predicted everything. In this video, we will go over the top 10 times Family Guy predicted the future. Let's get started. Number 10. Censorship of British adult films. In one episode of Season 4 of Family Guy, Peter was seen watching a British adult film on television. In this scene, Peter is in a fancy hotel room, and the scene depicts a very conservative version of intercourse with little to no movement. Everything is completely covered, and plain words are being said. In another scene, an even more conservative version of an adult film was shown. In this scene, two adults consider having sex before deciding not to. Around 12 years after this episode was aired, the UK announced in 2017 plans that required all pornography sites to use an age verification wall. While many believe that these blocks protect kids from the explicit nature of pornography sites, some also fear that it provides the government more license to censor the content itself or other websites. The British adult film Jokes of Family Guy seems to be poking fun at the more extreme potential of such censorship rules. Number 9. Barry Manilow. The episode titled Back to the Woods shows Barry Manilow singing a song for Quagmire. Manilow sings his classic love song, Mandy, and changes it to Quagmire.
How happy you made me, oh Quagmire.
This scene brought out long-running speculation about Barry's private life. Well, Barry admitted in 2017 that he was gay.
Manilow tells People magazine he tried to hide he was gay.
Number 8. Antonin Scalia. Back in the year 2007, the final episode of the 5th season was aired. This episode is known as Meet the Quagmires, and it referenced to infamous hunting incident of Dick Cheney. In this episode, Death declares that Supreme Court Justice Scalia was shot dead by Dick Cheney.
Dick Cheney, the chairman of Halliburton, shot Supreme Court Justice Scalia in a hunting accident.
And around 10 years after this episode was aired, it was reported that the U.S. Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia was found dead while on a hunting trip. On February 13, 2016, 79-year-old Antonin's dead body was found at a Texas ranch. Number 7. Bruce Jenner. Well, the show had also predicted Bruce Jenner's transition. Back in the year 2009, the episode titled We Love You, Conrad was aired. In one scene, Brian insists that he is a man. However, Stewie says that Brian is not a man.
Bruce Jenner is a man.
No, Brian. That's what the press would have you believe, but he's not. Bruce Jenner is a woman.
The character told Brian that this is what the press would have you believe, but he is not. Bruce Jenner is a woman. Stewie said that he is an elegant, beautiful Dutch woman. And then in 2015, almost 6 years after this American sitcom illustrated that Bruce is a woman, Jenner actually announced her transition to Caitlyn Jenner. Moreover, in one episode of Family Guy, Bruce was seen dancing on stage for men in the Navy. The show's creators have denied commenting on why they portrayed Bruce in a feminine manner. Number 6. Brett Ratner. In a 2012 episode, Meg travels to Paris, where she is kidnapped. Then, Stewie and Brian go to save her, and Stewie is shown dressed as a little girl in an attempt to save Meg from a sex slavery ring. Brett offers $75,000 at a sex slave auction for Stewie's services.
I have $75,000. Thank you, Brett Ratner.
Later, Ratner was accused of sexual misconduct in 2017. 6 women, including Olivia Munn, accused the director of Rush Hour, Ratner, of sexual harassment or misconduct. Actress Henstidge claimed that Brett forced her to perform oral sex on him.
We all sort of fell asleep, and when I woke up, I was alone there with him. It got really scary from there.
Number 5. Charlie Rose. In February 2012, an episode displayed Peter comparing local newsman Tom's fall to that of Charlie's. he says he's fallen even further than Charlie Rose.
He's fallen even further than Charlie Rose.
And then in 2017, the journalist Charlie was fired from CBC News after several women accused him of sexual harassment. Number 4. Kevin Spacey's underage sexual misconduct allegations. Back in 2005, when season 4 of Family Guy was being aired, people saw Stewie running naked and screaming, "Help, I have escaped from Kevin Spacey's basement."
Help! I've escaped from Kevin Spacey's basement! Help me!
This animated clip from 2005 went viral in 2017 when Kevin was actually accused of assaulting many young men.
Kevin Spacey says he's beyond horrified by allegations that he made sexual advances on a teenage boy in 1986.
Baby Stewie was seen running naked through a shopping mall, and in 2017, Anthony Rapp, an actor, accused Kevin of making sexual advances toward him back in the year 1986. At that time, Anthony was only 14 years old, and after Anthony came forward with his allegations, many other men also claimed against Spacey. So, did MacFarlane already knew about Kevin Spacey ahead of the public revelations? If he actually knew about this, why didn't he report? Number 3. The death of Robin Williams. On August 11, 2014, Robin Williams died, and this was a death no one saw coming, except the writers and creators of Family Guy. Just a few minutes before it was reported that Robin committed suicide, the episode titled Fat Man and Robin was being aired by BBC 3. During the episode, Peter is cursed with the ability to turn everything he touches into Williams. By the end of this episode, the power becomes too much for Peter to handle, and he loses his mind. Eventually, Peter tries to commit suicide. However, his revolver turns into Robin Williams. But the connection between this episode and Robin's suicide is really scary. Did the writers of this show already know that Robin Williams will commit suicide? Number 2. The fatal car crash of Paul Walker. During season 12 of Family Guy, fans were shocked when one of the most prominent characters in the show died. Yes, we are talking about the death of Brian Griffin. During the episode, a car hits the family dog, Brian, and he dies.
Ryan, look out!
It seems that Family Guy wanted to warn us about the death of Paul Walker. The episode in which the Brian Griffin dog character was killed aired only a week before Paul's fatal car accident. So what is the connection between Paul's death and Brian Griffin's death? Well, both of them died in a car accident. And Paul played a character named Brian in the Fast and Furious franchise. Obviously, Brian, the dog, returned only 2 episodes later when Stewie traveled back in time to save the family dog. What do you think? It was just a coincidence, or the death of Brian Griffin signaled the fatal car accident of Paul Walker? Number 1. Boston Marathon bombings. Back in the year 2013, the episode titled Turban Cowboy was aired. In the episode, Peter says in a TV interview that he won the Boston Marathon by committing mass murder and killing everyone using a car. Peter was seen running people over with his car, and in one scene, he uses his mobile to detonate remote bombs, blowing up a bridge. And only 3 weeks after this episode was aired, a bombing at the Boston Marathon resulted in the death of 6 people. Moreover, around 280 people were injured in this accident. It was reported that one of the men responsible for this event ran hit brother with a car while fleeing the scene. It was indeed terrible timing to display Peter killing people with his car. After the Boston Marathon bombings, Fox removed this episode from Fox.com as well as Hulu, and it also announced that they would not broadcast it again. Indeed, the links between these incidents and the episodes of The Family Guy are chilling. We hope that the next time this American sitcom coincidentally predicts the future, people take it more seriously. Some believe that everything you see on TV is controlled by top Illuminati officials. And since shows such as Family Guy and The Simpsons are popular, these officials target these shows with specific predictions and messages. If you liked this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also, if you have not already subscribed to this channel, make sure you subscribe to it. And don't forget to hit that bell button so you never miss any interesting video from us. See you.